Siri, turn on the studio lights.
Ça passe c'est Carel, moi content avec ou matin parce que moi gagné yon invité spécial avec moi, c'est pas un monde qui parlait dans médias haïtiens et moi t'ai gain chance joindre opportunité rencontrer le que New York City Council 14 mai passé a t'ai décidé honorer moi-même, lui-même avec plusieurs autres haïtiens dans cadre Haitian Heritage Month qui t'a fait dans New York, un bel événement qui t'a fait dans Brooklyn Children Museum. L'ai rencontré guest que m'gal gen là qui c'est Karen Dupiche me dit mes amis garde une femme qui charge énergie qui est toujours souriante mais le m'apprendre ça que le fait moi vinn définitivement tomber en adoration par rapport à résilience li parcours li ça que l'a fait et comment il représenter justement Haïti et Kembe héritage haïtien bien haut. Karen c'est make-up artist dans Entèvyou ou pas kadjo par contre Entèvyou sous garder télévision c'est un gros coquettienne show qui passe dans télévision nationwide aux États-Unis et qui est disponible online tout et avec travail que li fait dans Entèvyou Karen c'est peut-être premier make-up artist haïtien qui gagne un Emmy. Il pas gagne un Emmy seulement, il gagne au moins 4. Yeah. Et là avec moi là, créole li on ti jan a mélanger avec anglais, mais pas le font parler. Hey Karen, comment est?
Mais bien oui.
Content, merci parce que vous venez.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
we talked about this last month and then I was like I gotta have you on my show and it was a pleasure for me to.
Plaisir pour là. I'm so happy. Yes.
En forme. Ou toujours quelqu'un content comme ça. It's like your personality.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah. People always ask if I have ever been on drugs. I'm like, no. My mom up too good. I'm like, I'm not gonna be on drugs.
Yeah, you're always hype and
always all my life.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Good. Qu'on y a parlé dans petit cas de où qui est-ce qui Karen quand soti qui est-ce qui parce que vous faites boy ici est-ce que vous faites en Haïti parlez dans petit cas de
Okay, well I'm Karen Dupiche. I was born in New Jersey. Ma maman avait papa mi soti en Haïti. Papa mi from en Savoie. My mom is from Jérémy.
Okay.
And I live in New Jersey.
Okay.
And I love Haiti and that's it.
That's it. Yes, and you carry that pride of being Haitian everywhere you go, right?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah.
We walk, we're tall.
Of course.
We're strong.
Yeah.
We have confidence.
Yes.
We're resilient.
Yeah. And you embody all that.
Excuse me?
You embody all that.
Exactly. Because that's from my parents. My mom, my dad.
Yeah.
They taught us certain things, yeah.
That's
it's a natural thing.
Of course. So how do you end up into makeup, fashion, and being on The View?
Oh.
Racontez-nous, bonne toute histoire.
Well, I went to school to be a nurse. And my last year into the nursing program is when I decided to pou changer parce que
your last year?
My last year. My mom fâché. She was so mad. So I was supposed to graduate and I said, I don't want to do it. I want to do makeup. And she was very disappointed. But my dad was like, okay, so I'm Feli, don't embarrass us, you know.
Fel bien.
Are you going to get caught? You know, guac up. I'm like, Dad, I'm going to get guac up, but for, you know, I'm going to make you happy.
Yeah.
So I did it. I just walked away and I felt it in my heart. It's like I would see people do makeup. I would see it on television, all this makiyaj. And then I started wearing makiyaj, but not good. But, you know, then I loved it and walked away from it. And I've been in it for nearly 3 decades.
3 decades. That's a big shift, no sir. C'est gros fait because, of course, women wear makeups on a daily basis. Yes. Most of the women that I know wears makeup. I know a few qui pas on fait makeup, qui pas vle faire makeup, etc. But it's like just for them. It's just for their own look. But now you're being on a set on national syndicated TV show. This is a huge step for you being from, I would say, a regular makeup artist to be on the show. Comment entrer dans Entèvyou?
Actually, I started in the department store. Again, as I mentioned, I went to school to be a nurse. Then it was self-taught. I was trying on me, practicing on people, never went to school, looking in magazines. And I knew that I wanted to do TV and film. So while working in the department store, like Macy's, 34th Street, New York. So I was working there, and I made everybody look bad. Fique yo left, fique yo pas bon. I'm putting bleu, rouge. It was so bad.
You're just trying products.
I was trying, but if I can find these people now and say, please sit in my chair, it was horrible. But I knew that I wanted more, you know. So and I knew that I couldn't settle in that one place. So then one day I saw Oprah Winfrey. You remember Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah, I know Oprah, yeah.
Her makeup artist was walking. I said, how do you become a makeup artist? And he said, oh, you have to freelance. I said, ça fait là.
Yeah.
That means you can't stay in one place. Pour travailler avec
plusieurs mondes, yeah. Les réseaux toujours présents.
Toujours présent. So then I quit and I left. So I went to Fifth Avenue. And then I worked with other cosmetic lines there. And then I worked with Giorgio Armani because I wanted to do fashion show. So, you know, fashion show designer. He dresses everybody.
Yes.
So then that's how I got into with all the celebrities. So I started working with celebrities, but I'm still selling makeup. You know, pas van maquillage because I have to work.
Yeah, of course, yes.
You know, but then
Your papa did you for cob?
he has to set the cob, man. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. My father, he said, "Listen, don't embarrass me. Pas fait nous want."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because your name known is like to keep it high.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I started traveling with Armani, and then that's when I realized I didn't want to sell anymore. I wanted to do television.
Okay.
And then one day while working with Armani, I was one of their top artists that traveled all over the world with them. And they would have me to go out into different people's makeup, like all the celebrities, like Bruce Willis, you know, like all those big stars. Because he would dress them, Samuel Jackson, Denzel Washington. You comprend? Yo too.
Yeah.
And then that's when I said, I just want to just do makeup. I don't want to sell anymore, you know, because I was making people money.
Yeah, you wanted to be focused and have the time and do it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So then I did that. And then one year, the way I got to The View was one of the executives asked me to do the producer's makeup for the Emmys. And I went and did the makeup. And she wanted me to go like 3 times. I went there 3 times. And I kept saying, how do you get into TV? She said, oh, you have to be in a union. I said, the union? How do you be in a union? So, you know, she's telling me. So one year I went in and I did her makeup, but I saw her bosses there. So she said, these are the guys that do the hiring. I said, okay. So deux moun blancs, you know, there was like 2 little white ladies.
Yeah.
And then the lady said to me, you can come back because I had makeup only for Tifinois.
Yeah.
I said, I said, nope. I said, I'll be right back. So I jumped in the car. I went to Armani, grabbed makeup, came back.
And you fait makeup you.
And that's it. And they called me months later, and then I've been in the room ever since.
That's good. So, wow. What a journey, though.
I was hungry.
Yeah.
But they got good.
Of course. And also you still have that wonderful energy that you bring. And j'ai l'impression que moun connecté à vous facile.
Oui.
Et spécialement make-up, peut-être la conversation qu'on fait avec eux pendant qu'on fait make-up, etc., fait vous connecter avec eux somehow. C'est pour ça que vous voulez travailler avec eux.
Oui.
That's good. Konya, mais on retourne sur nursing, là. Une dernière année, puis vous just...
Non.
Ou pas regret. Pas regret, of course.
Oh, no, pas regret. Regret, but my mom était fâchée. She said...
Maman était nurse?
Well, yeah, my mom était
nurse. Medical field.
Yes. So it's like, no, pour nous faire...
Of course, yeah.
And maman me dit, m'pas vle faire.
Yeah.
So I spoke to my dad. I said, Daddy, please, I don't want to do this. I want to be a makeup artist. He said, okay. Make sure you make me proud. I said, I'm going to make good money. He said, okay. My mom fâchée. So, but now she got it. Ils comprennent. Can I tell you? Let me tell you.
Yeah.
She was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. She's in Georgia, and she's in CVS.
Yeah.
And they said Dupiche. She said, yeah. She said, you know a Caroline Dupiche?
Wow.
My mother said, yeah, that's my daughter. Oh my God, that's the way she got it. She just got it like 4 années passées.
Que justement what you're doing is big.
Now she got it. All these years now she got it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the greatest thing about being raised in a Haitian household because they teach us how to be strong. They're tough. My mother was tough. And I'm like, man, why is she so tough?
You have siblings?
Yes, it's 4 of us. It's 2 girls, 2 boys.
Yeah.
And my mom is so tough and pas fait ça, she's that one, pas fait ça. And I'm like, what the heck? I can't even do anything.
Yeah.
But not knowing it was training for the
life that you chose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important. Sometimes they're hard on us, but at the same time it will pay off.
But I love it. It's the best training. It is the best training in the world because where I'm at on set, like you can meet people and comme ça, like you're fréquent. But me, I'm like, I don't care because
Voilà, m'kon ça déjà.
I already know comme ça déjà. Yeah. So,
That's good.
yeah.
So now, racontez-nous, fon show kon sa mande un pile préparation.
Yes.
Because for me, the perspective pam is like, make-up la dwe on point every time.
Yes.
Ça veut dire, Whoopi pas capable ton jour figure mauve et puis de figure chaude.
Nope.
You know, so how challenging it is to be the makeup artist of such a big show and being on set. You say you makeup guess you too?
Well, yeah. Well, it's 4 of us. It's a team of us. So we have hair and makeup. It can be very challenging, but it's fun.
It's fun.
You know, because it's with the cameras. You know, we have to learn how to adjust to the cameras, how to do HD makeup. Because when you do HD makeup, it picks up everything, meaning that if the eyeliner is wrong, oh well.
Yeah.
S'il pas HD, it doesn't matter.
Oh, wow.
So then you have to know how the makeup has to align with
the cameras. They have the lighting also.
With the lighting and everything, you have to know lighting. With photography, you have to know, you have to adjust. So yeah.
Yeah, but this is not something that you learn every day doing makeup for other people. How do you train yourself to become that professional that you are?
Well, the way I trained was I messed up everybody else's makeup. I messed up everybody's makeup.
Yeah.
And the more and more I did it, the better I got. I would buy books.
Okay.
You know, I would take classes.
Okay.
Because when I worked in the Macy's in the department store, we had classes.
Yeah.
And I worked for this company called Prescriptives, and that's where you custom blend colors.
Okay.
With the rouge, blanc, the bleu,
Ouais,
jaune.
pour qu'on ait
You put
pour ça pour le
everything-
faire, yeah.
what's the name? What's that thing? Mélanger.
Mélanger.
Ouais.
Mix, on veut créer la boque.
That's it. That's it. So they go.
I like that.
So, so then by me learning from Prescriptives, then I took that craft and then that's how I end up mixing and everything with television.
That's really good.
Yeah.
You're an happy person. Certain que job ou fort content.
Yeah.
But maybe sometimes gen des jours ou gen pile pression tout and then ou peut-être pas senti même énergie.
Exactly.
Ça ka fait ça. Like pression, running late or a guest running late or whatever could happen in the production can affect mood no sense?
Well, my mood is always good because sometimes when I approach a client and if they're in a bad mood, I bring the happiness. So let me tell you something. So when somebody tough comes in the room, a celebrity, yo fâché, yo move ça, chita la, m'blessa, whatever. So tout le monde, they're scared to approach them.
Yeah.
They'll say, send Karen. And I'm like, hi, kid, and then I bring their mood down.
Yeah.
And then they become very,
engaging. You get engaged with them.
Engage them. That's the only way it's going to work, yeah.
That's good. Now, the Emmy.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm pretty sure that you know what you signed up for.
Not for that. I didn't know I was going to get that.
Yeah. All right. Tell us about the Emmy. The Emmys.
The Emmys.
Yeah.
So the first year that I worked at the show, I was doing All My Children and, One Life to Live, the talk shows, the soap operas. With the Emmy, I got nominated. It was the group of us, the whole team.
The whole team,
We got nominated. And at first, I was shocked. I was like, me? I'm not going to fit makiyaj button. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm self-taught. I don't even know what I'm doing, but
and you get nominated.
And then I got nominated, and I was like, okay. So I told my brothers, and then we all went, and my cousin went, and then we won. And I said, and my father, I was so happy. Pumti papam.
Yeah.
My dad died 2 years ago. But then I'm like, Daddy, I won. I was so happy until when I heard his voice. When I heard his voice, I just started crying. I was like, Daddy, I won because I knew I had to make him proud.
Yeah, it's a big accomplishment. Yeah,
it was
because tu so exalted you.
Exactement. And the thing is that he loves the show. He liked to watch the TV. So he probably like, my daughter work for ABC. And my daughter, c'est quand une Dupiche, you know what I'm saying? No, he was the best.
Yeah.
So when I won, I was like, oh my God. So then I called and heard him and I was happy. And then things just been happening ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, just grateful. And I love what I do. And I didn't even know that I was going to get nominated. I was just happy to be in the room, you know, just happy to follow my dream. And
especially like the television here in the US is a very competitive. It's super crowded, super competitive, and everybody's doing the best.
Yes. And you have to know your lane.
Yeah.
And you have to adapt to the environment, meaning that if it's fresh makeup, you have to learn how to do fresh makeup. You know, you have to change. Like back then, we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
So everything's social media. Photo here. We never had it, you know? So it's up to you as the individual. Si vous voulez go, like my father would say, lever, like camper, lever, right?
Yeah.
Then, you know, you have to adapt. So yeah.
That's great. And then, so you became the first Haitian American to win an Emmy, the first makeup artist.
I didn't know. I recently just found out. And I was shocked. But for me, it wasn't the fact, well, I'm proud that I'm the first, because, you know, I'm Haitian, I'm walking my Ayisyèn. Yeah. That's me, you know? Yeah. And people be like, you're Haitian, you don't look Haitian. I said, what do you mean? I look Haitian.
Yeah.
Nouvelle,
of course.
But I'm still in awe, like, wow.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm proud.
Yeah, but right now, and especially là nou nan year 2000s, right? Makiyaj, moi-même qui grandi en Haïti, pas forcément bagay que moun te wè professionnellement. Et makiyaj, c'est juste ok, pas un problème, pas son petit poudre.
Poudre blanc, blanche. Poudre blanche.
Poudre pas son petit poudre, etc. But now it's a whole world.
It's a whole
world. Différents produits, il y a tout bagay ça, ou même obligé adapter, et puis ou faire le plus haut niveau. So, pendant tout le temps ça, dans la carrière, qu'on gagne, premièrement, on dit on pas regret choix, it's a great choice for you, and you have a wonderful career. But do you ever, comme si t'es pensé, when you started tap kotoye la konye, that you would do it for more than 3 decades now?
No. I just thought that I just wanted to make people look beautiful. And the more and more I got into it, the more and more I was loving it. And the more and more I wanted to grow. So it's like, I'm doing the TV. Then I end up doing videos.
Yeah.
Then I'm doing movies. Then I'm doing magazines.
Yeah.
Then I'm doing all these big shows. And I'm like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
So then, so I never thought. But when you love what you do, it's not work, it's fun. So I go to work and I'm like, Liled, ma fixe figure.
I like that. Et bon, il faut paraître bien à la télévision et dans la photoshoot là.
So, you know, it's all about a transformation, you know, because sometimes you can have someone, vina chez vous, and what do you say, their heart, you know, koyo descend. And it's like, and as an artist, we're like therapists.
Yes.
You know, we put the makeup on, you look good. So when they come in feeling bad, they look in the mirror, they're like, it's the confidence.
Yeah.
You're my shit, yeah. You're she da, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's the confidence. So I just, you know, I love it.
That's amazing. So now, ou certainement, dans The View, tout le monde passe. Pi gros vedette yo, pi gros politicien yo, and everybody. Do you have some favorite memories over the years? Peut-être une célébrité te vini, que c'est où te welcomely. Tell me. Bon histoire petite.
Oh my God. Can I tell you one? The first black president of the United States.
Ouais, Obama. When he was campaigning or what?
When he came in as a senator.
Okay.
Twice. And then he came in as the greatest man. He is smooth. My shit is smooth. I'm like, wait. What my father would say, Shelby.
Yes.
Obama.
Yeah.
Obama. Then I've done Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, of course I do Whoopi every day.
And I think you become familiar with those people because they come back every time and you're still there.
Yes. And the greatest thing about working with the show is they become my clients outside.
Okay.
So when I do their makeup, then they're hiring me,
about it.
I need you outside. Then I'm like,
okay, book me.
Book. So that's what I love about it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
I just enjoy making people look good and feel good. So
of course.
that's it. And men too.
Of course, for maquiller mon le.
Listen, Code Bousman. On a commencé. Listen,
No, for sure.
Listen,
Go on there for film.
Photo shoot, call me anytime. I love doing men. Because you know why? Men needs makeup.
Yeah.
Sometimes they feel, there's a thing you put it. You look.
Let me tell you something. I used to host a TV show back in Haiti.
Okay.
I spent 10 years doing it. It's like the equivalent of American Idol, but for
yes.
Haitian.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun. But so I had to wear makeup because I'm on TV. And I can tell you, like, sometimes my makeup, it's really bad. It's only when I look myself on TV, I was like, oh, I was bad.
For you, shesh.
It's crazy. So yeah, anytime I'm doing a photo shoot or something big,
yes, you have to.
I will definitely call you and work with you.
Don't ever hesitate. I love it. And plus, I'll teach you how to do something.
That's
simple.
Good.
Very simple.
Yeah,
I'll teach you.
I need that.
Yeah, I'll teach you simple.
I need that.
Yes.
Okay, nous make up with the show. That's good. That's amazing. So let's fast forward a little bit.
Yes.
That event when I met you in New York.
Yes.
Ou yo honoré ou, yo bon belle proclamation. Est-ce que vous habituez joindre ça deux communautés? Est-ce que gen moun lot moun nan communauté a ki toujou kon honoré, or did you get like awards and recognition
I get
and
awards,
from the Haitian community?
Well, not from the Haiti. Yes, I did. I was inducted at the Haitian Roundtable.
Okay, great.
So yeah, that was 1804 for Haitian Roundtable 1804.
Yeah.
That was
they just had the event like
they did last weekend, and I was unavailable to attend.
Yeah.
But yeah, for 2014.
Yeah.
So yes, that and the honor. Yeah, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. But I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this is major.
I like that. I like that. So yeah, so when you get recognition for your community, I suppose that means a lot to you. But at the same time, do you really look forward to connect to the community that much? Like come see
with the Haitian community? Absolutely, because I always give people my information, and I always say, call me if you need me for anything, any advice. If you need help, so anything. So yeah, always. And I have this, a couple of Haitian people, there's some hairstylists. I need help. Do you know this? And then I help and assist. Absolutely. Because I want us, what happens is that sometimes people used to think that all we do is nurse and we're bigger than that. There's Haitian producers, there's Haitian big DJs, there's Haitian actors and actresses. So we're many things.
Yeah, and you meet those people in your field of
work.
We're
so proud. Yeah, and people, Haitians in television, you know, and I love it, and we're everywhere. So when I know, I'm like, Ayisyèn. Yeah, because it's like we have to represent and just let everyone know that we're here to stay forever.
That's good. You said your parents, your mom is from Jérémie and your father's from El Savo. You ever been to Haiti?
Can I tell you my story?
Tell me your story.
Okay. I snuck to Haiti. I've always wanted to go to Haiti. Okay. So my mother, friend, daughter got kidnapped and killed.
Oh.
So my mother was like, nobody's not going.
Yeah.
So for my birthday, I wanted to go. So my avec cousin because she's always in Haiti every other day.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to go to Haiti. So I told my father, I said, Daddy, please, Papa Haiti.
Apparently you have a closer bond with your father.
This is my daddy. That's
okay, we're doing this on Saturday. Okay.
When I tell you, he was like, I was his daughter, but I was like his girl boy.
Okay.
Meaning that he'll send me to the liquor store and tell my sister, Oli Pakone, you go. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know? So we have that relationship.
Yeah. You're the oldest? You're like...
No, it's four of us. I'm the third.
Third, okay.
The third. So not the third. We always okay. So I was with my cousin, so I said, I want to go to Haiti. So I said, Daddy, I want to go to Haiti. He said, okay. He started laughing. He said, where you going? He said, where you going? Who's picking you up? And I said, okay. So I told him everything, the location, everything. Went to Haiti. I called, Daddy, I'm going to Bon. Listen, I partied. Oh my God.
You went to Port-au-Prince?
We went to Port-au-Prince. We went to Denmark. We went to, there was a hotel that had a rooftop, Petroville.
Caribbean Hotel.
Yeah, we went there. Oh my gosh. Let me see, what else we went? We stayed at what was the resort? A Caribbean.
The Caribbean Hotel, yes.
Okay, we stayed there.
Yeah.
No, I came back home. Yes? Caribbean Hotel.
Moulin-sur-Mer. So you went by the beach?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We went by the
So
beach. We stayed on the beach.
On the beach at Moulin-sur-Mer.
And then we went to other locations.
Okay.
We was in other spots. Oh, it was amazing.
So that was a great vacation.
Oh my God. But when we left Port-au-Prince, we was coming out. And then that's when we saw like the big cemetery with the hurricane.
Yeah. Canal.
Yeah. But it was great. Oh my God.
Qui année ça t'est with you?
2017?
17?
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, you get the last best piece of Haiti, because after that it's chaos.
I know. But it was wonderful. So when I came home, my mother said, "Where'd you go?" The Haiti. She said, "What?"
So papa pas dit.
No.
Oh no.
So she was like, "How'd you like? What do we? Kids got out that." So I said, "I'm with my cousin." So she was like, "What? Who picked you up?" And I said, "Daddy knew." She said, "Oh." So my father knew.
Wow. And then you had a great time.
Oh my God.
Parce que sous tes dit maman il t'a dit parler.
She would parler.
Yeah.
She told us parler because her friend.
Of course.
So it's okay.
Yeah, of course, it makes sense.
But I was like, man, I'm going. It was beautiful.
That's good.
Beautiful. Manger, danser. Man, it was good.
All right. So you take breaks during the show season. Qui leur get temps justement pour tête pas?
Oof. Well, I try to make breaks for myself, but I'm off in August. So we're off the month of August for TV. We usually take breaks in between. We'll take like New Year's, Christmas, a week off here and there. But August is the big break. But sometimes, even if I'm off for the show, other people may call. But then sometimes I just need to just relax, to rejuvenate the body.
Yeah.
So August is like my time.
And you're here in Florida just for a break.
Then I'm just here in Florida. I'm here to party and I'm here to be with you. Yes.
I like that. I love it. So you've been doing TV for so long. Don't you want to? Okay, you did music videos and film, but what do you like best?
What do I like best? Well, I like The View best because of the hours.
Okay.
I'm from 8 to
it's
12.
Daytime.
Yeah. That's it. So it's not like, but I enjoy the experience of all the other, places. So, yeah, I like TV. I like film too, because film is nice. I mean, I like them all. It doesn't matter.
It's makeup. It's the same job.
As long as I make people look beautiful, for me, it's more the time. TV, I'm done at, it all depends. Like The View, I'm done at 12. Other shows, I may have to stay. If it's a commercial, sometimes commercial take hours, But once you have that makiyaj on, I'm on my phone, my pay bill, so it's all the same.
That's really good. So you still live in New Jersey, or you moved to New York?
Yeah.
So you drive to the city, or
I take the train.
Take the train to the city and then go to work.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's been like more than 20 years.
Yeah. Because I started when I was
So you started
10.
really young though.
Yeah, I'm young. I'm 12.
Yeah, of course. You started when you were 12.
Yeah.
So like 32 now.
Yeah. Good. Cheers to 32.
Cheers to 32.
Boom.
Yeah. So you started very young and you learned from
in my 20s, yeah.
That's good. So you said that you're part of a team. So comment ça marche?
The makeup team. Because each television show, there's a makeup team, meaning that there's people that do makeup and people that do hair. Okay. So we're just a team for hair and makeup.
Okay. Good. Ça veut dire tout le monde doit travailler ensemble.
Yes, nous tout travaillons ensemble, nous tout make sure, team, you mete rad, so they make sure everybody looks good from head to toe. So for me, my focus is
the face.
Yeah. And then you have someone that focuses on the hair, and you have someone for the clothes. And then when they're on set, to make sure everything looks good. And CO sweat, then I go out, I put the powder to take away the sweat and everything.
Yeah, so of course, from time to time, get this break, you buy the touch up, as I call it.
You have to do touch up.
Yes.
Touch up. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So, The View change hosts sometimes, and how's the dynamic with you and the whole team? If you can share.
It's great. Again, my personality. I just come in and I'm like, hi, who's next? So the greatest thing about that is I can do makeup on white, black, Hispanics, Chinese. It doesn't matter. Everyone's personality is different. But when you sit in the chair, it's about confidence.
Yeah.
You know, we make them look and feel good, and that's all that matters. You know, sometimes they come in, their son, you know, sad.
Yeah.
But then
you cheer them up avec un bel look.
you have to, man. And sometimes we're their therapists, you know. They don't want to do this. You're probably wear this. Sometimes figure you're red. They don't drink water. Let me tell you something. Sitting in my chair, I tell people, I give them tips because them will figure you're red.
Hydraté.
Listen.
To be hydrated.
So I'm like, do you drink water? Because water is good for you.
Water
So
is
I'm like, drink water to make your skin look better. You know, Sherry Shepherd, she has a show.
Yes.
Lu kon goumen all the time. I did her makeup for years.
Il pa vle boire de l'eau.
I'm going to show you a video. Li pa vle glow onion. And then she finally realized how important. I'm going to show you the video.
Okay.
Parce que si ou pa boire de l'eau, figo gen tout. It's like, you know, you have deep pores.
Yeah.
And she was drinking soda. So whatever you put inside comes out on the outside.
Yes.
So si ou mange bien, figo
bien, yeah.
Si ou mange bien.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So, yeah. So I give beauty tips, you know, what to do, what not to do, and that's it.
Yes. You started, social media was not around, but you transition as well.
Yeah.
So, comment fait transition ça? Because right now it's like there's a lot of makeup influencers online, like giving tips or reviewing products and things like that. But of course, les social media vient éclater, ou t'es un gros professionnel déjà with multiple Emmys.
Yes.
But at the same time, you still got a presence on social media.
Yeah.
How did you do the transition?
It was very hard because I was in the beginning, we were told, don't take pictures with people, don't, you know, post things, but it was difficult. But then I had to adapt to the environment because everything is about grow. So I had to grow, I had to adapt. And now I just advertise myself and just show people what I do. And you have to take photos, but then you have to be professional with what you do. You can't post everything. I mean, you can post everything, but it's how you post it. You know, and sometimes people put too much information on their Instagram that it becomes a problem. But for me, I just focus only on makeup. I give beauty tips. You know, here's some tips. You know, sometimes I have conversations with people. I remember during COVID, I had live. It was called A Conversation with Karen.
Okay.
So, and you know, tout moun lakay. It was
course.
COVID.
Yeah.
So every week I would have a different person on my show and we would talk about the industry, hairstylists, makeup artists, politicians, you know, and it was great.
Do you think it's becoming more difficult right now to get into the makeup field and the entertainment industry in the US?
It's not difficult. Once you know your lane and you're an expert and you're good at it, you're good. You know, it can be saturated because everybody's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean you're a good makeup artist.
True.
You know, and just because you're a makeup artist, you can do your makeup, my makeup, but you can't do his makeup.
True.
You know, so you have to know how to do everyone.
You created something called Glow and Grace.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about it.
Oh my God, Glow and Grace. It was I created an event called Glow and Grace. It was a pre-Mother's Day event because Mama, nous fait tout bagay. Yo fait tout bagay. I'm getting dish, so I'm a mama.
Okay.
So our moms do everything.
Yeah.
They work so much. They take care of this person, and they never take care of themselves.
Yeah.
So it was a space to where you come in, we do massages, we teach you how to love you, you know. Nous danser, you know, it was makiyaj, we gave gifts, and it was just a feel good, you know, because sometimes they don't do much. They work all day, 12 single moms, they work, the kids in school, they come back. So it was just a place to make you know your worth and say, hey, I'm Superwoman, but I can take care of me.
That's good.
So yeah, I love it.
So do you still host those events or?
Well, this was my first event that I did, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
When is the next one? Are you still working on it? The next one's going to be
next year, of course, and then I have to think about where I'm going to do it. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more of it. Yeah, because it's feel good, and I like when people feel good. You know.
Yeah. Good. I did some research and I learned that you do makeups for seniors and nursing home.
Tante, listen.
Pour qu'ils soient fait maquillage, with you.
Comme you baiser maquillage too. Hello. You know, makeup, it doesn't matter.
What inspired you to do that?
Because makeup just make everybody feel good. So if you feel frais. If you're 20 years old, if you're 40, you're 50, you put it on, you still look good, you know? And with some of these people in nursing home, you know, they play games, but they want makeovers, you know? So it just make them, sometimes you never know what people feel in the inside. So when you do makeup, it's just whatever comes inside comes out in the out. So I just love it.
So you just decide to go to nursing home and do makeup?
And I did it, and it was amazing. So, and then I taught them how to do, you know, I would leave little lipstick and say, do this. And what if you're not here? I said, put it on your cheek and you'll get blush. Rouge à lèvres here, rouge à lèvres here, and they're good.
So you work with brands to get those
No,
to
I
give
just
away,
did it
or just
myself.
okay?
I did it by myself. So now, you know, things are going to change, but I did it alone. Yeah. It was just a natural thing because for me, it was never about the money. Well, my father said, "Pourquoi blanc?"
Yeah.
But for me,
But you made enough.
But of course,
Yeah.
but it was more. I enjoy giving back, and I love it. And especially for women with cancer survivors, I've done that. I've done it with women from domestic violence. You know, just all that. And you know, she done that shit. It's like clear. But when you do the makeup, they're happy and their confident level is just. So I enjoy it. Makeup just make everyone feel happy and look good.
So what's the secret to make a good to do a good makeup, like for yourself? Qui secret? Qui ça pour gagner? Comment?
For me, you have to have good foundation.
The foundation is key.
Yeah, because foundation evens out your skin. I like concealer parce que underneath yeux noirs.
Yeah.
So pour clairer, right?
Yes. Créole a bien tombé.
Yes, and a nice lip color. That's it.
Okay.
If you want to be simple, you know, because sometimes some people are afraid of makeup. No, little up is too much, but just put very little and it just evens out your skin and just make you look natural and pretty.
Mais justement, quand il y a une carrière, souvent il y a différents événements tout. Like for example, when the host of the views or your clients go to like big event, red carpet and galas and things like that, sont l'autre type de make-up qui pas forcément make-up télévision. So how do you manage that?
Well, we just adapt to it. You know, I mean, once television sometimes can be very heavy because of you remember I told you with the HD camera and with the red carpet, you want it to be natural, but because with the photography photos, you want to look like yourself and not look like you have a lot. But it all depends on the person. A lot of people like a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
So if you want to look like TV, sauve-le.
Sauve-le.
You want to look like TV, I give you, that's it. I give you what you want.
Yeah. Do you see yourself retiring from this?
No, not yet. I love it because it's fun and it makes me happy. Because when I make other people happy, it makes me happy.
Okay.
So I don't see no retirement. I'm going to be 80 years old. Like, bitch,
You're going to be in those seniors nursing room with your peers. And
give it a makeover. That's what it is.
That's how it's going to be.
That's good. That's a good one.
All right.
I'm sorry. That was a good one.
Nice. It's good. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Boom. Senior makeup. Exactly.
All right. So I wanted to know also, I was curious to know if you know really Haitian culture, but wal Port-au-Prince, papo, certainement Kimbo, frère, m'a même besoin poser aux questions, est-ce qu'on va dans bal, est-ce qu'on va danser
I love bal.
Est-ce qu'on fait des bals comme ça?
My father used to be a manager of a band. I love bal.
Really?
Yeah, I love, okay, Tambo Combo.
Yeah.
I love, New Look.
New Look, okay.
Of course, then Mickey. I used to always go to bals.
Yeah.
But I would tell my father I would go to the bals. Because, you know, he taught me how to compa.
So papa était à l'aise, cool avec eux.
He was so, yeah.
Et puis maman ton t-shirt.
Mama would be like, and I'm like, Uncle.
I think it was a good balance.
It was a perfect balance because she was very tough on me. He was tough on me as well, but it was like, respect yourself, but enjoy life.
She trusted you.
My dad,
he trusted
me,
you.
right? Because he know the greatest thing with Haitian parents, I tell people, is do not embarrass them. And it's much. Because when you're in the industry, you know, there's drugs in front of you. Man, I'm scared. I'm like, because I'm like, my father's up to him. He's going to kill me.
It's drug, alcohol, nightlife.
Everything's in front of you. But I don't do it. So the key is just to be respectful, but I couldn't disappoint him.
Yeah.
No.
That's the key of Haitian education.
That's the Haitian education.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're going to do it, be the best. If you're going to be a nurse, own the place.
Pas une femme moite là.
Pas femme moite. C'est une femme moite. C'est une
Okay, so you don't think about retirement anytime soon. So, what's next for you? Are you working on a few projects that you can share?
There's a lot of great things that are happening. I don't want to say much, but when I drop, I'm drop. I'll let you know. But it's a lot of great things that are in the mix, and I'm excited, very excited. So,
Everything related with makeup.
Makeup, everything related with life, everything about your mind, body, and soul. So just a lot of good things.
Okay. So you mentioned during that conversation, you talk a lot about like yourself being happy, mental health. So you think there's a link with makeup and mental health? Like
you need it. You need it. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I was telling my cousin, have she ever meditate? Like I'll put on something to meditate, to bring me down. And I'm like, because you need it. Because my head is like this all day. And you're moving, you're working. You're working in New York. So it's fast paced. You comprends? So I go get massages, Sometimes I turn my phone off. Sometimes I don't pick up. I don't turn the TV on. I need it to be quiet because I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, it's your time.
I need it to...
Yeah.
Like my father said, cool it down. Cool it down. Like, cool it down. Yeah.
That's good. Ou maquiller maman, ou maquiller papa ou déjà?
Oh, yeah. My father, no. No. He's too cool. He's like, nah. No. He's like, no, it's no good. No. But no, never did.
Yeah, because one thing also in Haiti, growing up in Haiti, un peu de monde pense que c'est fille seulement qui maquille.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mais c'est pas vrai.
But not, no.
Yeah.
But with TV, but I would tell my friend, he'd be like, he said, men, who don't wear makeup? I'm like, yeah, daddy, he has to wear makeup because, and I explain it.
Yeah.
And
the reason why.
Yeah.
But you never had the chance to do that.
No, he would never. He'd be like, man, I'm too cool. Can I tell you a story? So one year, I remember years ago, drag queens. Women.
Yeah, yes.
So when I used to work in the department store, I would do makeup for every woman, but it was basic. And then I would see RuPaul, the drag queens. I'm like, Makiyaj, you're bad.
Yeah.
Like, how did I do it? So late at night, I get up at 3:00 in the morning and I would leave, sneak out the house and go to the drag clubs because I needed to
see how they did it. Yeah.
On garçon,
Yeah. Comment faire du bel maquillage, ça, ouais.
How does this happen?
Yeah.
So, and that's how I learned.
Okay.
So one day I came home, put blush. I'm like, my father said, straight up. He was like, what's wrong with your face? So gonna forget. I was like, oh, daddy, it's maquillage. He said to me, you look like Michael Jackson. Because I was like, no, daddy, that's how they do it. I don't know. I'm learning. Forget blush.
Yeah.
He was like, go take it off with some laugh at Michael Jackson. Because you're Michael Jackson.
Yes.
So it was just all a learning process.
You make it sounds like easy. C'est un peu comme si ou t'es toujours qu'on fait ça, tout bagay facile, etc. But je suppose que tout bagay pas toujours facile.
It's not.
So comment, ok, ou méditer, ou fait tout à fond, mais qui l'autre, ça qui arrive, qui fait qu'on toujours kembe, ou toujours vraiment motivé pour faire ça. Et ou par exemple, perdu l'amour pour lui.
No, because when you love what you do, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Even when you have to, I was hungry. I wanted it. So when you do TV, I had to do TV. When you do drag show, you remember I used to go, then I wanted to learn. So when you want something, you're just going to keep going and keep growing and keep growing and keep growing.
So you don't consider yourself as an accomplished makeup artist? You think you have
I
more?
Feel like there's more, yeah. There's more. There's more of me.
And your upcoming project is part of that legacy that you want to create?
Yep, and to help a lot of people with needs, So, yeah. Because when I do makeup for men, too, they're like, hey, if you can do this, take away this. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, let me help him take away this.
Yes.
Because men needs makeup, although they don't like it, but they can put very little and, it works.
Attendez, monsieur, mettez ti make-up nous, pas un problème.
No.
All right. I had some quick fire questions.
Let's go.
So let's see.
Let's go.
So you mentioned Obama. So is it the most iconic face you ever done makeup for?
Oh, I've done so many.
Can you name a few?
Barbara
some iconic?
Walters. Oh, I did. The first time I did Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal. Okay.
No, he's Manny, his hand is like this.
Yes.
I was like,
It's huge.
His hand is like this. Okay. So I've done from politicians. I've done Bill Clinton. I've done Bill Clinton.
Hillary.
Tundon, Biden.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actors and actresses, music. Like I've done so much. It's very difficult for me to. Yeah, I've done them all.
Yeah.
And the greatest thing about it is when I see them on different sets, they like Karen. I'm like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
So then that's a good thing too because they remember. Okay. So yeah, I've done. Oh yeah. Oof. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So what's your personal beauty kit that you can't live without?
Concealer.
Concealer.
Underneath the eyes.
Yeah.
If your eyes are dark, you put concealer, it makes you look bright. Yeah.
That's good. Your favorite Haitian dish?
Oh, poisson gossel. I love fish.
Qui koto te sonjo manger pi bon poisson gossel?
In Haiti, honey, and we got that fish from the ocean.
From the ocean, yeah.
We got the fish and the lobster from the ocean, right, Pete?
Yeah.
That was the best. It was different.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go back to Haiti on that night. Oh, man, it was
Actually,
good.
you can still have a similar experience if you go to Cap Haitian.
Oh, Cap Haitian?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means we have to fly over.
Yeah, you can fly from Miami to Cap now, and then you can spend a weekend.
Okay, so then we'll do that. Because, honey, that was the best fish and the lobster.
That's your travel companion?
That's my cousin, Travis, yeah. Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, that's when we went to Haiti with. I went with her. Voila.
All right. Do you remember one of the most emotional moment at The View?
What emotional moment? Yeah, there's this, it was my first makeover television appearance. And I did this young woman, she had vitiligo. Okay. That means that she had a skin condition.
Yeah, and, so you have to cover the spots.
And I had to cover the spots. It was great. She cried, I cried. I was like, whoa, I did it because I didn't think I knew I can do it, but sometimes you think you could do it, but you think, pas faire, but là, faire.
Mais puis ensuite, une position côté qu'on doit faire tout. Et pas même qu'on sait que l'a sorti, j'en voulais sortir.
Yes, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was it.
That's good. What's the most Haitian thing about your personality?
Most Haitian thing? Yeah.
Oh, really?
I like to box.
Really?
Yeah. You know.
What?
Remember the Makiyaj?
That's the soft side.
That's the soft side of something, because I've been raised around boys.
Okay.
I mean, I have my sister, she's very like, kiki. Me, I'm very kiki too, but. Let's go, man.
Really? When is the last time you fought?
Oh, God.
Pas deep dead, voilà.
No, but, it's you fight in different ways, but yeah. I mean, I box a lot.
Okay.
When I want to release stress,
I
call my guy and then you box. Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
Wait, beat you. Okay. All right. One thing that you always say to your clients in the chair.
One thing I always say to my clients in the chair, you're beautiful, you're confident. You got this. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always work, like, connecter avec une sensation audio.
Yeah, because like I said, sometimes they'll come in feeling a certain way, and then you got this.
That's good.
The makeup, you look good. Don't worry about it, know? Especially with some of the co-hosts. Yeah. Sometimes they'll go on air, and before they go on air, they're stressed.
Yeah.
They stress. Sometimes you never know what goes on in people's house.
True.
And
because you see them on TV every time. It's like, they got it. Or maybe
you never know because when you sit in the chair, sometimes they talk, sometimes they don't. And we're like their therapists.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
I've had clients co-host where I pray with them before they go on.
Oh.
And I'm like, it's going to be all right. Come on. You have to.
Yeah.
So then you got to do that.
That's good.
And then I say, go on out there and go kick ass.
Okay. So what, there's a dream client that you haven't glammed yet?
I've always wanted to do Oprah Winfrey's makeup. And I've seen her 3 times.
She came to the show.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, I know her makeup artist and her
So
first...
so some celebrities comes with their makeup
They
artist?
all come. 95% of the time, if they A-listers, they come with their team.
Yeah. Yo pa pal kite n'importe qui.
Oh, no. But sometimes, we may get lucky because I've done a lot of big stars there that needed makeup. And then I would do them. And again, like I said, they become my clients, like Meryl Streep, Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, yes.
So Glenn Close, so yeah. But
Those
Oprah.
are big names.
Oh, yeah. Oprah, Winfrey, and I love Viola Davis. I love her.
Yeah, Viola.
I love
Viola's
her.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. She has a beautiful skin.
Yeah.
She just had her movie G20 on Prime. It's really good.
I love
it's
her.
a really good movie.
She's so kind.
Perfect soti.
She's so nice.
Yeah, but also she's an inspiration. I love the way that she carries herself and what she represents.
Yes.
Yes. And she's an amazing actress.
And she speaks the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, she's great.
She's great.
She's kind. She'll come in here and speak to every last one of us.
Okay.
Kind.
Good. There's other Haitian in the production of The View?
A lot of production behind the scenes, yeah. There's some camera guys, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But speaking of Haitian, so one day I had the first Haitian chef that made it to The View.
Who?
It was Chef Ron Duprat.
Ron Duprat, yes, of course, I'm going to Ron Duprat.
And it was years ago because I met him at the Haitian Round Table, 1804. And he was like, got to get me on. So I said, well, in order for you to get on TV, you have to show that you've been on TV.
Yes.
They're not going to just put it.
Yes, of course.
And he was on one of the chef shows, Top Chef.
Yeah.
And then I got him on the show, and I was asking Whoopi. I said, listen, Whoopi.
You pitch her story to the producers?
Yep, and you can see it on YouTube.
Yeah. I remember that. I think
it was the greatest thing because I was happy. I was proud because, people think Jamaican food look good. I said, Jamaican food, Spanish food, no, we need some Ayisyen in here.
Yeah.
So they would always have like American food and Italian food and burgers. I said, we need Haitian food. Got them in and it was good. It was so good. So I was proud.
Yeah, of course, that you did that and putting Haitian food on Haitian cuisine on that big level and platform that The View is.
Yeah, we needed that.
That's amazing.
It was great, yeah.
That's amazing.
So should we do other things?
All right, you talk about your dogs briefly.
Jaja Fifi.
Jaja Fifi?
Yeah.
All right. So you love your dog lover?
My dogs are amazing.
Who's babysitting your dogs while you're away?
My best friend.
Okay.
She's watching my dogs now. They're the greatest.
That's good.
They're better than humans.
Come on.
I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Because you can have a good day, bad day. Ou malade, yo chita beaucoup.
Beaucoup tôt, yeah. You're toujours là pour.
You're toujours là.
Yeah.
You argue with someone who go me avec till soti. And never said, yo got this, chita beaucoup. I love my animals.
I can imagine that said. You agree with someone who may tell you.
That's it. You share your shit out.
Oh, that's so cool. So hilarious.
Listen.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, okay, I can, to recap, I think like you really want to go back to Haiti.
Absolutely.
Yes. We're going to make that happen. We can make a trip to Cap Ayisyèn.
Yes, we're going to go. We're going to do it.
Cap.
Yes, we're going to go up.
Of course, and then you have a few big projects coming up.
Absolutely.
So how can people follow you and keep up with you?
I'm on Karine Dupiche, Karen Dupiche, everything.
That's good.
Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, everything.
That's good. So when you come to Florida, for example, there's a huge Haitian community here. Do you go to Haitian restaurant? Do you do Haitian parties while you're here? Or we just wait in a hotel to chill?
No way. I have family in Florida. I have family in Miami. I have family in Fort Lauderdale. And I have friends out here.
Okay.
So I'm always at a Haitian restaurant eating something. Last time I went to Little Haiti, it was years ago before it changed.
Yes.
But so I'm always somewhere. But what I miss is the
festival?
Oh my God. 18 Mai.
18 Mai, the Haitian Compa Festival.
I missed it this year, but yeah. But I used to go when I was younger a lot. But I used to fly in, but now sometimes it's too hard.
You're busy too with work.
Schedule.
Okay.
So
that's good. It was a pleasure to sit down with you. But the door is always open for you.
Okay.
Okay, let's make it like every time you come to Florida, you come to the show.
That's it. That's it.
Even just to say hi to the camera. Hey,
Carel Pedre. blah. Et puis that's it.
Yeah, I can do it. Thank you. Ou son inspiration,
Thank you
ou son
for
monde
having me.
extraordinaire.
Merci.
I like your vibe. I like the energy that you bring, the way you carry yourself, the way that you represent the country, the culture. Ou spécial. T'es vraiment content de parler avec vous, Carel.
En Haïti, qu'on fait, that's it.
Et puis, compliment, encore une fois, même si pas pour parler, c'était que t'as très fier de monde qu'on y connaît.
Exactement.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Merci.
Ouais.